Alright, so some of the first things that we're going to do is we're going to harvest a couple of leaves from this bay laurel as a seasoning for our trout. Let's go ahead, get some of these guys. These look beautiful. Okay, so we got 2 of the laurel leaves, and now we need a western sycamore leaf. Now we're going to gather a couple of these western sycamore leaves to wrap our trout in. Work wonderfully in the western sycamore tree. Alright you guys, so Arius and I have a delicious trout that we caught at Pinecrest, and we're going to be cooking it on this little coal bed, but we're going to be using some wild harvested ingredients to cook this trout. First one is going to be some bay laurel leaves that we're going to stuff inside the trout, and then we're going to be wrapping it in western sycamore leaves and cooking it in western sycamore leaves. Western sycamore leaves are a riparian obligatory tree that has amazing leaves that you can utilize to cook things like roots and tubers, meats and fish, all kinds of awesome stuff. So we're going to be doing that today with one of our Pinecrest trout. Should be delicious. You excited?
Yes, and it kind of looks like these leaves from the elvish bread. Would they basically be making a elvish trout bread with these leaves?
Kind of looks like the leaves that they use to make lambus bread. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
they do, huh? So, can you hold our trout for us real quick?
Yes, I can.
So
that's cold.
Yeah, he's been in the freezer. So we're going to be taking our bay laurel leaves. We're going to be cracking them open to expose some of those delicious oils. We're losing light here quickly, so we're trying to get this little supper all prepped up in time.
Oh, that feels good. I like all on my hands.
Okay, got the insides. Now we're going to take our sycamore leaves. We're going to wrap this fish. So we're taking this beautiful trout. Again, we got the bay laurel leaves in the belly. Give it some seasoning. I'm going to take this guy here. I'm going to wrap him up.
Although it doesn't look like traveler's bed because you have to crunch it up.
Okay. Now, we're going to place him in the coals. We saw 2 bobcats wandering around and hunting as we were gathering plants for our trout, but unfortunately both of these bobcats are experiencing mange, which they usually acquire from people using rodenticides in the area. These rodenticides get in the rodent population and eventually get in the predator population, and unfortunately this usually leads to death. Alright you guys, looks like our trout is done. Had a pretty nice night watching the sunset in the forest as our trout cooks up, listening to all those crickets and all the nightlife come alive. We're going to go ahead and take it off the coals now and give it a nice taste test.
Okay, now we're zooming
Alright,
into...
let's take this guy out. A little hot.
Yeah, it should be hot because there was on the fire not long time.
Alright. Look at that. Nicely wrapped up in the leaf. Go ahead and peel this back.
Look at the skin.
Yeah, the skin came off with the
The
leaf.
skin looks like it's like orangey.
Seems like the skin kind of comes off with the leaf, but adds a delicious flavor to the meat. Okay. Alright. First little taste test. Nice and steaming hot. Seasoned with bay laurel and western sycamore.
It's good, isn't it?
It's really good. You gotta try this.
I did.
Yeah, that taste. It's hot.
Yeah, that's hot. Okay. Choose the least little piece of meat. Scale to 0 to 10. How good it tastes. Yeah.
You
It's
taste
like an 8.
nice. You taste like the flavor of the plants.
Yeah. For like a fish, that's an 8. Okay, let me
Yeah, for a
try.
fish that's had no butter, no salt.
That's a little bit hot. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Kind of tastes a little plain though.
Yeah, it's not as flavorful as like butter and salt, but not bad. Get a nice big bite there. I could really taste the Bay Laurel. Super strong. It's good. It's really strong. Could probably even do with 1 Bay Laurel leaf. All right, you guys, we're gonna finish up our trout dinner and head out. Thank you guys for joining us on this little ranger cook of some of our Pinecrest trout. Again, we cooked the trout today with the Bay Laurel, with the California Bay Laurel as seasoning, and we wrapped it in Western Sycamore leaves. We'll catch you guys later. As always, stay aware and protect, Rangers. Have a good night.
Have a good night.